You are welcome to today's episode. Today we are looking at understanding the Old Testament laws, part 3. And I've actually done the part 1 and the part 2, and this is going to be the part 3. The reason why I'm doing this series is because of a video I saw on a channel on YouTube, the Atheist Experience. And that was why I did this series, understanding the Old Testament laws. We are in the part 3 now, and this part 3 is going to be a reaction to a clip in the video. It's actually a 19-minute video, so I'm going to play just a little bit of that video and we are going to react to it. So I'm going to react to the rest also, the rest of the video, probably part 4, part 5, and maybe it will get to part 6 or part 7, I don't know yet, depending on how many sections I'm able to break the videos or the clip into. So now let's go straight into this particular clip so that we can react to it. All right, I'm going to play the clip right now.
What you know and what your theories are about punishment. And so that's really interesting. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on punishment.
Okay. First of all, you were talking, most of the examples that you gave were from Mosaic law, which was the Old Testament. Am I right? I'm not positive, but I think that's...
I'll leave that to Jim, actually. Jim gave the intro, so...
Yeah, I mean, most of those were from the Old Testament, but that's really kind of irrelevant because Christ did not come to change the law one jot or one tittle. So those are still in effect. And that's really, I don't think, very debatable at all. But anyway, go ahead.
Actually, I don't really know how to debate that, but no, they are not still in effect. Jesus Christ actually did fulfill the Mosaic law. And
he didn't change it. He fulfilled it, but he didn't change it, which is my point, right? It's literally one jot, one tittle.
You're talking over me. Why would we still need to do works like that if it wasn't fulfilled? But I can even tell you if you just want to.
Well, so you're disagreeing with Matthew 5:18.
What about Matthew 5:18?
You're disagreeing with Matthew 5:18, which says, "For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished." So until the end of the world, Mosaic law still applies.
Okay, well, that's your opinion, and you can...
No, it's not my opinion. I'm literally reading to you from the Bible. That is what the Bible says.
All right, we are going to pause that video right there. That's exactly what we want to react to. We are reacting to this video, and this man Jim actually read Matthew 5 verse 18. Now the lady said the Old Testament laws doesn't apply. Now for me, I'd rather not put it that way. I would rather say it applies in a different way. Not that the Old Testament laws doesn't apply. I would rather say it applies in a different way. So we cannot apply it exactly the way it was written in the Old Testament. And the reason for this is that Jesus fulfilled the law. While James said that is not true, he agreed that Jesus fulfilled the law but didn't change it. So if Jesus fulfilled the law and didn't change it, then what did the word fulfill? What does it mean? When he agreed that Jesus fulfilled the law, but Jesus didn't change the law. Now, truly, Jesus didn't change the law. But what did Jesus do? If he didn't change the law, this brings about the word fulfill. The word fulfill, what does the word fulfill or fulfillment, what does it mean? Now, the word fulfill, which exactly is what Jesus did to the law. Jesus fulfilled the law. In verse 17 of the same chapter, Jesus said he did not come to abolish the law but to fulfill it. And that was the same thing the lady said, that Jesus fulfilled the law. So we want to know, what does the word fulfill means? So the word fulfill means he optimized it, he perfected it, he enhanced it, he improved it. and he completed it. That was what Jesus did to the law. That was what the word fulfill. That's what it means. It means optimization. Now, when something is said to be optimized, it means it is perfected, it is enhanced, it is improved. That was what Jesus did to the law. Jesus improved the law. Now, what does Matthew 5:18 really say? So we are going to read it ourselves and we will look at it sentence after sentence. Now, Matthew 5:18 says, "For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappears, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen, will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished." Until everything is accomplished. So if we look at that verse very, very well, Jesus, first, let's look at what the word until means. Jesus said, nothing of the law, no stroke of the pen will disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. So it means the law remains the way it is until a time is coming, until it is accomplished. So what does the word until means? Until means up to the time of something happening, which means something is in effect until something happens. For instance, if you tell someone, I'm not going to speak to you until I have spoken to her, it means that there's nothing you can do. You'll have to wait until I've finished speaking to her. That is when I will now attend to you. That's what it means. So you cannot speak to me, I cannot speak to you until I have spoken to this person. So it does not mean that I'm not going to speak to you, but it means that I will have been done with her before I speak to you. So that's what it means. So in the dictionary, there are about 3 different ways the word until was explained. The first one is awaiting a conclusion or a confirmation. So you are awaiting a conclusion. You are waiting for something to happen before something happens. Now, the second one is begun but not completed. Now, that is what we want to focus on. Begun. The law began, but it was not completed. So that was what Jesus came to do, to complete the law, to fulfill it, to accomplish it. The same word the verse used, until everything is accomplished. So now, the third one says about to happen, imminent or impending. That's what the word until means. Also, another word you can use for until is pending. When you say something is pending, the law will continue to be in effect pending my accomplishment of it. That's what Jesus meant when he said, not a stroke of a pen, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until it is accomplished. It means pending the time I accomplish it. So that's what it means. So the last part of the verse where Jim ignored seals it up. Once it is accomplished, until everything is accomplished, it basically means the law remains the same until it is accomplished, fulfilled. It will not be applied differently, which means the law remains the same until Jesus accomplished it. So now, Jesus was in the process of fulfilling the law when he was making this statement. When Jesus made this statement, Jesus was in the process, because Jesus was still alive speaking while on earth. He was speaking to the people. Now, he was speaking to the crowd, telling them this, that because he was in the process of accomplishing it, not fully accomplished, not fully fulfilled, that was why he said, until it is accomplished. Now, when you read the verse from the beginning, when you read the chapter from the beginning, Matthew chapter 5, you will see that Jesus started speaking to the crowd. He taught them the Beatitudes. And if you read, even after this verse 18, you will see how Jesus picked each of the moral laws, one after the other. He picked one of the moral laws and optimized it. He enhanced it. That's what the word fulfill means. It means he fulfilled it. He picked them one after the other and he fulfilled it. That was what Jesus did, actually. Bro Jim, when you said that Jesus didn't change it, that means it remains like that from the beginning to the end of time. You are wrong. You are wrong, because Jesus did fulfill it. And what fulfillment means is that he enhanced it, he optimized it, he completed it. So, meaning completing it means that The fact that Jesus completed it, it means that the law remains as it was from the beginning of time until Jesus fulfilled it. So when Jesus fulfilled it, we do not relate with the way it was in the Old Testament, but we relate with the way Jesus fulfilled it. The fulfillment of it is what we apply now. So that is it. So we are going to react to the remaining part of the video in the next part. Thank you.